Good morning and welcome to Unraveled Beer Thoughts. Today we have round three of the Founders Barrel Age series. I'm calling it a barrel age series. I'm not actually 100% sure every one of these are barrel aged, but I know the first two are, and this one is. I didn't even know it was. So this is the Panther Club. I've seen this in the shop before, but never actually picked one up to try it. This is a porter with vanilla extract and maple syrup, aged in bourbon barrels. So probably would think this is more of a 8%, 9% beer maybe, given that it's a porter. 9.2. So this would definitely be, as described on the back, a robust porter. Huh. Usually a lot of the porters I tend to get a hold of tend to fall in the more 5 to 6% range, so this is a little different. Um, it's cool art though. Definitely smells like vanilla. Hmm, some coffee. Vanilla and coffee on there. All right. Could be some maple in there. The maple is not, doesn't jump out to me quite as much. Okay. There's definitely sweetness on the front end, and yeah, vanilla and maple. That seems like a good note of flavors. It's an interesting sweetness though. So to kind of try to describe this a little bit. So some beers I taste and I get sweetness that is very. The yeast hasn't eaten through the sugars, essentially, kind of sweetness. Like there's just a lot of. Oh my gosh, my cat! Come on, cat, get out of there! Sorry for that interlude. My cat was scratching the couch. It's got a scratching post. I need to get another one apparently. Um, so yeah, this does not taste like sweetness as if the malt has not been eaten through. This is more like they added some of that like maple or something. I don't know if they put syrup in it. I wonder if it says on the bottle. I don't know that it really comes off as syrup. It says a kiss of maple syrup and vanilla extract. So I would argue that it kind of has that flavor. Like they just added it on the back end, maybe after the yeast had done most everything, to where it's just a hint of it, but the beer itself doesn't taste like it's pretty. It almost tastes like it almost feels like a stout. There's not quite as much thickness in the mouthfeel as a lot of the Founder stouts have. I don't think there's any. I would guess there's no lactose in it. Sometimes I think they have lactose in some of theirs, and that gives it a little bit more mouthfeel. This one I don't think does. I, as porters go, there's a whole debate on porters and stouts. That, for all I know, still goes on. I don't. To me, it doesn't matter too much. If you gave this to me in a beer competition and you just didn't tell me what it was and said, "Hey, drink this," I don't know. I would tend to think this is probably a stout. I'd probably label it a stout. So the only thing that might give it as a little bit less than a stout or put it in a porter category, if you're splitting hairs and trying to figure out what those two separations are, um, is that it seems a little lighter. It seems a little less mouthfeel than a stout. But as porters go, I'd say this is pretty good. This is a great autumn winter porter. Has some weight to it. It's very tasty. I like it. I will probably look for a 4 pack of this. This is in the. I'd probably put it in the. I would say the bottom on this for me is probably a 375, but I might go a 4 on this. I don't know if I'm ready to say it's over a 4. I'm not sure if I'm willing to chase it that much, but it's at the point where I'd like, of the three that I drank, those two KBSs before this and this one I think is the best one. So this is a good beer. I would, if you see it and you get a chance to pick it up, if it's in your local beer store, Panther Cub, worthwhile beer. If you have thoughts and comments, I'd love to hear them. Other beers that you've tried. If you've tried this one, I'd like to hear what you thought of it. Post them in the comments below. Thank you for joining me for today's tasting on Unraveled Beer Thoughts. And the last one we'll do in the next day or so with I think it's Velvet Rush is what it's called. Until next time, thank you.